Hey everyone, welcome to Hustle and Faith. I'm your host, Tasha Johnson, and in today's podcast, I'm going to talk about defiance, defying expectations. And one of the reasons why I'm going to talk about that is because a lot of people have a notion of what a Christian woman is supposed to represent. And I'm here to let you know that I defy a lot of those expectations of a Christian woman. First of all, I'm 35 years old, I'm single, I've never been married, and I don't have any kids. And I don't plan on having any children either. Now, many people within society would automatically assume that something must be wrong with me, okay? Because I expect that type of scrutiny from those outside of the church, but it's especially annoying when it comes from other so-called Christians. There is nothing in the Bible that commands women to get married or have children. Being married does not validate my existence as a woman, okay? In fact, if you read 1 Corinthians 7, verses 8 and 9, Apostle Paul was encouraging people to refrain from marriage. And again, he wasn't stating that marriage was a sin, but he was stating that to get married, that it was a sin, but to get married is adding additional, if you will, burdens in your life that you wouldn't necessarily have to carry if you were single, okay? So again, marriage is not a sin. But again, Christ, hence why Christ, John the Baptist, Apostle Paul, and many other saints did not get married. Apostle Paul warned people about the additional trouble that marriage can bring. Now, most people fail to realize that some of us are single because we choose to be. For example, I'm too busy enjoying my life as is. I love living a jet-setting type of lifestyle. You know, if my bank account would cooperate with me, I would be constantly traveling, okay? I thoroughly enjoy learning new languages. Again, I speak Spanish and learning about different cultures. And so I also thoroughly enjoy my profession, okay? I love all things digital marketing, and that's why I have my blog called Starring You, STARENGU. So I have other outlets that I'm very passionate about. And quite frankly, I would love to do even more with both of those websites. You know, I want to teach more virtual and in-person workshops. But again, we got that pesky bank account issue. So once I get that resolved, that's exactly what I plan on doing. But again, I know that in order for a marriage to be successful, both people have to be strong, independent people that are willing to come together as one, okay? So I have yet to meet someone that I feel would match my lifestyle goals and desire to live a Christian life, okay? Once I meet that guy, it'll happen, okay? But until this happens, I'm not in a hurry to get married. If it happens, it happens. Marriage is something that we are not to be treated as something that's light, okay? It's not a decision that you make lightly. When you lead a fulfilling lifestyle, you tend to look at the glass half full and not empty. So my vibe is, if there's someone out there that matches my vibe, then I'd be open to marriage. But yet so many people these days treat marriage like a pair of shoes. You can always get another pair if you don't like them anymore. But this is not the type of mindset that neither I nor my future husband will subscribe to for our marriage. Because I want both of us fighting the good fight to cleanse our soul and keeping our focus on pleasing God. This will inadvertently ensure that we have an awesome marriage. So if this person exists, I'm sure God will allow our paths to cross one day. But until our paths cross, I'll continue living the extraordinary Christian life all by myself, plotting the next vacation destination. Now, I'm sure some folks are already freaking out and thinking, well, if you can't wait too long if you want kids, and thank you for concern about my ovaries, but that's really none of your business because I'm quite aware of my age. Now, again, here's the beautiful thing, drum roll please. I have no plans on having children. I absolutely love my life the way it is. Now, some of you may consider it to be selfish not to have children, And it's not selfish not to have children. It's selfish when you have children and don't take care of them. I'm always amazed when the very same folks who question my decision to not have children are the same ones who end up leaving them with their grandparents to raise. They stick them in daycare or some other type of boarding school when they really don't have to do so, okay? They do not take time to raise their children, but they look down on folks like me who refuse to follow in their footsteps. I know that having children is a lot of work. And I'm being honest, guys, I don't want to have that responsibility. So again, if you desire to live the type of Christian lifestyle that I lead, which is, always on the go, children do not fit in the game plan. What works for you doesn't work for me. I'm living the extraordinary life God gave me, and I suggest that you do the same. So I'm curious to hear your thoughts and comments regarding this podcast. Thank you so much for taking time out to listen, and I'll see you in the next podcast. Take care.